Hello everyone, here Dr. Zahid Ahmed Ansari, Professor of Computer Science, PA College of Engineering, Mangaluru, India. In this video, we'll be discussing about a small project on data analytics using R. This is the project assignment for Skyfire Lab online course. In this project, we'll be analyzing the World Happiness Report. So the dataset used for this will analyze. The World Happiness Report is a landmark survey of the state of global happiness conducted in 2015, in which 150 countries survey was done. The report reviews the state of happiness in the world and shows how the new science of happiness explains personal and national variations in happiness. The elements used in World Happiness Report were country's name of the nation, the region in which the country lies, the happiness rank provided to the nation based on 6 parameters, the economy of the respective nation, the family size and expectancy, health expectancy for the countries, freedom provided to the people of the country, trust in government and the governance, generosity of the people of the nation, then dystopian residual, which is imaginary world's least happy country used as benchmark. What is dystopian residual? Dystopia is an imaginary country that has the world's least happy people. The purpose in establishing dystopia is to have a benchmark against which all countries can be favorably compared. Life would be very unpleasant in a country with the world's lowest incomes, lowest life expectancy, lowest generosity, most corruption, least freedom, and least social support. It is referred to as dystopia in contrast to utopia. We'll perform the exploratory data analytics on this data set, EDA. Exploratory data analysis, as the name suggests, explores the data set. It's a crucial step of data analysis which allows us to develop the gist of the data and ask relevant questions regarding it. It involves many operations: asking questions about data, visualizing the data, looking for the relationships in the data, looking for outliers, patterns, and trends in the data. EDA is used for data cleaning, visualizing, transforming, and modeling of the data. Usually the questions we ask in EDA is summary of data, have values for variables, correlation between variables, what are some unusual patterns, what might explain them, which values are common and why. We start with data manipulation in World Happiness Report. So for this, we are using the R library dplyr. So we are including the library. After that, we are creating the database. So we are reading from the CSV file by calling the read.csv function, and we are specifying the name of the file. So we have stored it in whr 2015.csv. So we are reading the data, and this we are trying to store in the data frame whr. After that, we are viewing whr. When we execute this command, after that we see that the data has been loaded in whr, and we can, by calling the view whr, we can see the various fields: country, region, happiness rank, happiness score, standard error, economy, etc. over here. Okay. Now standard error we do not want, so we want to remove this column. So if we see, this is the 5th column, 1 2 3 4 5, 5th column. This we want to remove from our analysis. So for that, what are we doing is we are using whr, then in square bracket we are not specifying anything before comma. It means that we want all the rows, and we are saying -5 means we minus the 5th column. So we want everything except the 5th column. Okay, if we run this command and then if we execute it, then we see that that standard error has been removed from there. Okay, so after performing this manipulation, then the next thing is we have one column region. So we want to know what are all the regions present for the country. The countries, they lie within the region. So what are the distinct values for the region? So for that we are calling the method distinct, and we are specifying our data frame WHR, and after that we are specifying the column name whose value we want, whose distinct value we want over here. Okay, so when we execute this command, we see the distinct regions over there. They are Western Europe, North America, Australia and New Zealand, Middle East and Northern Africa, Latin America and Caribbean, Southern Asia, Central and Eastern Europe, Eastern Asia, Sub-Saharan Africa and South Asia. So there are 10 regions in our World Happiness Report. Next, we want to perform analysis based on the component, but component column is not there. So we want to create a column component for classification. So let's create a column continent for the classification. So we are declaring in WHR, our data frame, we want to add one more column continent over here. Okay, and initially no values available for that, so we are assigning NA to this WHR dollar component over here. Okay, so if we execute this, then the column got created and no data is available in this. Now we need to populate the data in this. Okay, so we see here, after we execute this command, the continent column, it has been created, but it has the values, which is values are not available. Okay, so how to populate it, that we'll see next. Okay, so for this purpose, okay, what are we doing? We are using the which function over here, and we are providing the condition over there. The which function, it returns the index. It returns the index. So basically we are telling that give us the index or the row number of the region for all those rows for which the region is Australia and New Zealand. So for all those rows in which the region is Australia and New Zealand, we are trying to put the value for the component continent as Australia. Similarly, for all those regions whose value is North America, we want to set the continent as North America. For the continent, for the regions which are having the values Western Europe, Central and Eastern Europe, for that we want to put the continent as Europe. For the regions of Saharan Africa, Middle East and Northern Africa, we want to put the continent as Africa. For the regions East Asia, Southern Asia and Southeastern Asia, we want to put the value for the component is Asia. Similarly, for the region Latin America and Caribbean, we want to set the continent value as South America. Okay, so we are executing this command. Once we do it, and if we see the continent column, the continent column got populated with the respective continent values for all the. Once we have added the continent column and we have removed the standard error column, after that we want to create the average of all the numerical data continent wise. So we have the 6 continents. So we want for all this continent the average value for happiness, economy, family, health expectancy, freedom, trust government, etc. So for this we are calling the aggregate function over here, and we are specifying which are the columns whose mean we want. So we are specifying from column number 4 to column number 11. So right from the happiness score till the last column except the continent, we want the mean value for all the numerical columns. Okay, and this value we want after grouping continent wise. So we are specifying that group by continent. So we want the average continent wise. Okay, and for average we are specifying the mean function. Okay, once we execute this command, and this we are taking, we are storing in CHR, continent wise happiness report. If we are viewing this, then we see over here CHR. So for all these groups, Africa, Asia, Australia, we see the mean happiness score for Africa is 4.60, for Asia 5.16, for Australia 7.2, like this. Similarly for economy, family, health expectancy, right? After executing this command, we could get the average values for all the numerical data continent wise. Okay, next we go for data visualization. In order to do this, we require quite a few library. So out of that we need ggplot2 for graphical plots, and for to draw the correlations or to visualize the correlations, we use CoreGram and CorePlot libraries. Okay, the first thing which you want to see is we want to get the summary of the World Happiness Report database. Okay, so for this we are calling the summary function, and we are specifying the data frame WHR. As a result, it is giving us the summary of all the columns. Okay, so for the columns which are categorized which are categorical, for them how many records are in there, how many entries are there in that is listed. So length is 158, and with the class and mode it is character. These are the character columns. Similarly region. But for numerical columns, it is providing us the 5-point summary. What is the minimum value in that particular column? What is the maximum value? What is the first quantile? What is the median? What is the third quantile? And what is mean also? So the average value also we are getting. The first quintile means the, let's say for happiness score, let's say the first quintile is 4.556. It means that 25% of the countries, they have the value happiness score less than this. Similarly, third quintile, so 75% of the countries, they are having the happiness score 6.24. Median means 50% of the countries, they have the happiness score less than 5.232, like this. So for all the numerical columns, we are getting this 5-point summary over there, and mean also. Okay, and for the categorical variables, we are getting the length, class and mode. So once we summarized, then after that, if we want to see the top 10 entries, then for that we can call the head function over here. We can specify the data train and the number of records from the top. So we are telling that we want the top 10 records. So we are using the head function. So see the top 10 values for all the columns, they are displayed over there. Okay. Yeah, and if you want to view it in a better way, then basically we call the view method, and in that, inside this we are calling head WHR10. So we are nicely seeing over here the country, the top 10 countries over there, their regions, happiness rank and all those. So we find here, say Switzerland, Iceland, Denmark, Norway, Canada, Finland, Netherlands, Sweden, New Zealand and Australia, they are top in the happiness. Their happiness ranks are from 1 to 10, okay, and their happiness scores are all high, above 7 over here, okay. Similarly, there are other information over here. If you want the information about the bottom 10 countries, then for that we are calling view method, and inside that we are calling tell function. Then we are specifying the data frame and the number of records we want. So we are getting the countries from 149 to 158, the last 10 countries, right? Chad, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Afghanistan, Rwanda, Benin, Syria, Burundi and Togo. These are the least happy countries over here. Next we start for plotting, okay. So for this, first we want to plot the graph of mean data of all the continents, okay. So what are we doing is we want to draw the bar plot for this, okay. So we are calling the method ggplot, and first we are specifying about our data. So CHR is our data. Since we want we want to plot about the mean data of all the components, and that we continents which we are storing in CHR. So this we are specifying as the data. Then we are specifying the aesthetics, okay. What is our x-axis, what is our y-axis, and we want to do the filling based on what. So if we go back and see the CHR over here. So in the CHR what we created here, yes, CHR, okay. So basically when we created the CHR, a column got added, group 1, okay, in which basically all the components are there over here. Then the mean values are over there. So this we want to draw on the x-axis, right, and happiness score we want to take in the y-axis in the bar chart. So for this we are in aesthetics. We are specifying, we are telling x is group 1 and y is happiness score, and the filling we want to do based on the values in the group 1, based on the component. For every for every continent we want a different color filling. So we are telling fill based on the group 1, okay. Then we are telling that use the geometry bar chart. So geom bar method we are using, and we are taking identity, the value of the happiness score we should be taking to draw the height of the bar. Then to specify the title we are using GG title. So the title we are giving happiness score of each component. Then the label for y-axis and x-axis. For y-axis we are giving the label ylab happiness score, and for x-axis we are using the method xlab, specifying the component. So it draws the plot for us. So look here, the plot title is happiness score of each component, x-axis continent, y-axis happiness, okay. So continent wise, so Africa's happiness is 4 point something over here, Asia's happiness above 5 something, okay, Australia's happiness above 7, right. This way we can see the happiness scores of various component. The colors are specified here in this legend. Since we did the filling based on the group 1, so the colors they are specified based on the values which are in group 1, okay. Yeah, now we can zoom it and we can see it. So we see the nice this graph over here, right, more clear. After that let's find the correlation among the variables. Okay, so in order to find correlation means we want to know that if the value of one variable is increasing, the value of another variable is increasing or decreasing. If it is increasing, both are increasing, and then they are positively correlated. If you increase, if the value is increasing for one variable and for the other variable it is decreasing, then they are negatively correlated. And if there is no relation, in that case correlation is 0. So for this correlation we want to find out all those attributes which are numeric. Okay, so in order to find out the numeric attributes, we are using sapply function over here. We are specifying the data set and we are putting the condition over there is numeric. So this will return all the columns which are numerics. So numeric columns we are getting in num columns. Okay, after that we want to extract all the numeric columns from the World Happiness WHR. Okay, so from WHR we are specifying extract only those columns which are there in num columns, and this we are storing in core.data. So our core.data is the data which we are using to draw the correlation plot. Okay, once we extract our correlation data, then after that we are calling the core plot and we are specifying the correlation data. Method, we are specifying that correlations we want to specify in terms of the squares. So basically the size of the square will tell that how much their size, and the color will tell that how much they are correlated. Okay, and we want the correlations to be only in the upper triangle of upper triangle. So for that type we are specifying upper. Okay, so if we see, once we execute this command, we are getting here the correlation graph over here. See the blue color, it means that they are highly correlated, positive correlated, and the red color, dark red color, it means they are negatively correlated over here. So based on this, so see the square and the size of the square, right? So dark blue squares means they are positively correlated. So here economy and this life expectancy, okay, these are positively correlated. Okay, with the happiness score. Okay, so we can see the correlation of every variable with every other variable. It is shown over here. Okay, yeah, we can zoom it, so maybe a bigger picture for this is shown over here. Okay, we can get the numbers also. Instead of the square we can get numbers, so we can change the method to number over here. So if we do that, then see here we are getting the correlation value over here, 0.7 minus 0.9, like this. Okay, negative means negative correlation, positive means positive correlation. Okay, after this let's create the box plots, and that also we want to do the region wise. Okay, so we are creating the GG plot data. We are specifying our World Happiness Report. In the aesthetics we are specifying x-axis as region and y-axis as the happiness score, and the coloring we want to do based on the region. Okay, in order to draw the box plot we are calling the method geom_box_plot. Okay, and to avoid the overlapping, okay, so and at the same time, more at the top of the box plot we also want the the country information also. So for that we are calling a geom_jitter method. It is similar to geom_point method, but with some difference with that. So we are specifying the color should be based on the country and the size 1. Title we are giving happiness score for regions and countries. Then we want to flip the coordinates, so we are calling coord flip method. And since for the country there are 158 countries, so we do not want the legend over there, so we are telling that region position is none in the theme over there. Okay, if we zoom it, so we see over here, see the box plot over here is yeah. So let's say for the Western Europe, this x-axis over here is the happiness score, right? So high happiness score means they are the happier countries, right? So the region Western Europe, it is happy. North America, it is one of the happiest. Similarly, Australia, New Zealand, they are the happiest. And if you see here, the Sub-Saharan Africa, they are the one of the least happy region. Okay, yeah. So now after that, what we are doing, we want to plot the box plot based on the continents. So we are specifying in the aesthetics, we are specifying X is continent and Y is happiness score and fill by the continent, right? And then we are plotting the box plot. Title we are giving happiness scores for continent. Yes. So if we zoom it, this is the happiness score for the continent, and if we see this continent is this, okay, yeah, it is Australia, and this continent is North America. So North America and Australia, they are the happiest continents, right? And the least happy continent is Africa over here. Okay, next we want to draw the regressions for all the continent. Basically we want to draw the scatter plot, and that also we want to draw the scatter plot separately for each component. So we are using the facets over here. Okay, so we are specifying the ggplot, the data we are specifying. Then in the aesthetics, we are specifying the x-axis as the life expectancy and y as the happiness score. Okay, then for the scatter plot, we are specifying the using the geom point function. Okay, coloring we want to do based on the continent. So all the points within the continent should have the same color. Size we are specifying 1, and alpha we are specifying for opacity, means how much transparent this should be. We are giving the value 0.8 for this. Okay, now we also want to use the statistical method geom smooth to draw the regression line for this. So we are specifying the regression method as LM, linear regression, linear method. Okay, linear method we want to use for the regression. Okay, then we are telling that we want the various facets, means we want various charts, for one chart for each component. That's what we are specifying through facet wrap. And theme we are specifying as the black and white, and title we are specifying scatter plot for life expectancy. If we zoom it, see, for every continent it has given one chart over here. Okay, this is the scatter plot. Okay, here, right? So the x-axis is the life expectancy and y-axis is happiness score over here. This is the regression line. The points color is based on the continent. Okay, then we are doing the same thing for here the continent wise. Okay, for earlier for the health expectancy we found out what are the happiness scores. Now for economy we are trying to find out what are the happiness scores. So X we substituted as economy over here. So for this, if we see, this is the scatter plot for the economy. Similarly, we drawn the scatter plot for freedom and for family, for trust in government, right? After that, we want to plot for the we want to know about the happiest and unhappiest continent, right? So we are trying to plot for the most unhappiest places in the box plot. So for this we are putting the command the box, then we are drawing the GM box plot, then geom jitter. We want the country points also over here, and the title happiness scores for regions and countries. We are flipping it. Okay, so if we see here over here, see, we notice that the Western Europe and North America and Australia, New Zealand, they are the happiest, and the least happiest is the Sub-Saharan Africa. So Western Europe, North America, Australia, they are the happiest. Sub-Saharan Africa, it is the least happy. Okay, after that we want to classify all the data based on the happiest, neutral and least happiest regions. So for that we are creating one more column, and we are giving the name to that column as happiness meter, and initially we are putting the value not available. After that we are populating it. How we are populating? Based on the region. If the region is Australia, New Zealand or Western Europe or North America, then in that case we are putting it to the happiest. If it is Sub-Saharan Africa, then we are putting the value least happiest, and for rest of them we are putting the value neutral in this column, happiness meter. Okay, so yeah, we are populating this happiness meter. Now based on this happiness meter, now we'll be performing the further classification over here. So we are drawing over here again the scatter plots, right? But here our the criteria will be the coloring we are doing based on this happiness meter, and also our charts are based on the happiness meter. If we do this, then among the happiest country we are seeing the pattern that as the health expectancy it is increasing, then how the happiness is changing. This, okay, we'll analyze this at the end. So we did this for happiness. Similarly, how economy is varying, economy and happiness, they are varying. As the economy is increasing, how the happiness score is increasing for various regions. This we see. Similarly, if we vary the family, then how the based on the family, how happiness score it is changing for various regions. Similarly, for the freedom, for generosity, and for dystopial residual. Okay, and then finally we want to plot the GDP and health expectancy on the world map. For that we need to install the R world map package. So we are installing this package. Okay, we could install this package. After that we are using this R world map library over here. Okay, and we are creating a data frame. So in order to specify the economy on the world map, we are first creating a data frame D, in which we are having two columns. One is the country and the other is economy value. So one column is country, the other column is value, and that value is the economy. So we are creating the data frame. Then after that we are calling the join country data to map function, and we are specifying that use the column country over here for the country name. Okay, so and the joining should be based on the name. Okay, then after that we are mapping the country to the data and we are plotting. Once we are doing this, then we can see over here, right, the countries which are having the highest economy, they are over here. The GDP values highest are this Australia, North America, Canada, these countries. Okay, then the next level over here is this, maybe the Russia and some other countries over here, UK, right, like this. So we basically based on the economy, the colors, they are set over here. Similarly, if we want to have the colors of the country based on the life expectancy, then for that we are doing it over here and this, right? So the highest life expectancy, it is in Canada, Australia, etc., right? And the least over here maybe some of the African countries over here. Okay, so this finishes our analysis. Now we conclude. Okay, so summary of head and tail, they tell us, the summary tells the gist of the data set, maximum and minimum happiness scores. So maximum happiness score was 7.587 and minimum was 2.839. Maximum GDP was 1.609. Health life expectancy was 1.0252. Freedom 0.6697. Head explains top 10 happiest countries. So out of that, the 8 were from Western Europe and 2 were from Australia and New Zealand. Tail explains the last 10 countries and majority is from sub-Saharan regions, 8 from that. Happiness score of each component. So we can conclude that Australia, North America and South America, they are the happiest continents. Africa and Asia are the least happiest continents. Then from the correlation of the data, we understand that the happiness rank is inversely proportional to the score. We will find correlation with score. Following are the highest correlation variables: GDP, family, health, life expectancy, freedom, and dystopial residuals. Happiness score region wise. So happiest regions: North America 2 countries, Australia continent 2 countries, Western Europe 8 countries. These are the happiest regions. Unhappiest regions: Sub-Saharan Africa 40 countries. Then happiness score for the continents, we can conclude that the happiest continent is Europe and the unhappiest continent is Africa. Regression for various parameters. So for health and life expectancy, Europe and South America have the strong correlation. Africa has near neutral. Economy, GDP, South America has strong correlation. And data not comparable for North America and Australia. Regression for freedom, Europe and South America have positive correlation and Asia has more poor correlation. Happiness meter, happiest countries are regions are Australia and New Zealand, Western Europe and North America. Unhappiest, Sub-Saharan Africa. Neutral, South Asia, Southeastern Asia, Middle East and North Africa, Latin America and Caribbean, Eastern Asia, Central and Eastern Europe. Regressions for various parameters. So health and life expectancy. So the least happiest regions, they have the low correlation, and happiest data is not related to the health. Economy and GDP, happiest have the highest correlation, least happiest has a low correlation. Generosity, people from the neutral nations, they are less generous. Okay. Then on the world map, we see the GDP, right? America, Australia, they have the highest GDP, and some of the sub-Saharan African countries, they have the least GDP. Okay, so this finishes our project. Thank you.